first game tonight we're going to go over with you. For those of you who just joined us, watching Utah and USC and a knockout blow. This is the game, fellas, we've been talking about since the preseason. The Trojans will come in here undefeated into the biker gang's bar. Could they get through it? If they can get through it, we'll see them in the playoffs. It did not go that way. Trevor, your initial thoughts of Cam Rising and Coach Willingham knocking out USC?
Well, I think it's something that will continuously come up as we talk through this game, but it all came down to the last play that Utah had on offense, and it's going for two. Incredible decision there. I love the decision to do that. I thought that Utah got hit in the mouth and hit in the mouth and hit in the mouth and could have folded at any point in this game, and Cam Rising kept coming and kept coming and kept coming. And that will be the story of the day with these quarterbacks. I thought this was, on a macro level, one of the better days of quarterback play in college football that I've seen in a long time. And Cam Rising is right there at the top of that list with just his gutty effort all night long. It was fun to watch.
It's a blue-collar effort, Hack, when you watch him. It's not a whole bunch of chrome Ferrari look like you see from Aaron Rodgers and Kyler Murray and some of the other guys. But just like Hendon Hooker, Cam Rising didn't start college at Utah. Transferred, got in there. What he started? Texas, right?
Texas, yeah.
Got to Texas, battled, made a decision, a real business move. Where can I go set up shop and lead a set of troops? He goes to Utah. They get it done tonight. What was your biggest impression from watching this? And are the Pac-12's chances in the playoffs effectively done tonight?
Yeah, well, so I'll answer the latter there first. I don't think the Pac-12's chances at the playoffs are effectively done. They still have some unbeatens. They still have some teams that have some chance, or do they not? They don't have any unbeatens.
They have the Bruins,
right?
UCLA Bruins.
But did UCLA lose, or did they not? Is UCLA undefeated or not?
They're undefeated.
So okay. So UCLA is undefeated. So if UCLA is undefeated, they still got a shot. However, I think that this definitely hurts. I think the SC team kind of had that chrome and Ferrari flash that you were talking about. I think Caleb played like that tonight. Just didn't make enough plays when it mattered. And then flipping it back to Utah, Cam Rising, blue collar attitude. George, you've known me since I was 16 years old. Trev, you got to know me for a while now here as well. Love the blue collar attitude. Love guys that just put the boots on, go to work, don't really complain, figure it out, and keep it moving. Cam, if I was to put a guy who's like the action figure for that mentality in college football, it might be him.
Yeah.
And he definitely sell out. Does a great job up there. And I think that this team just continues to fight, continues to battle. They may not be where they thought they would be at this point in the season coming into the year, but at the end of the day, didn't let that affect them. And they're cool with playing spoiler right now. And I think that's it's a testament to the program. And it's a testament to the mentality from the top down that the head coach out there, preaches and instills in all those guys.
Can we talk about Kyle Whittingham for just a second? We were talking offline before the show started that he's the second longest tenured coach behind Kirk Ferentz in college football. But I think it's interesting and different. I'd love to hear y'all's thoughts on this just real quick. A guy that's been at Utah that long, that has had so much success, but it is difficult to recruit guys up to Utah. I know it's very interesting comparatively. Will a transfer portal help him like it already has with Cam Rising, or has he just found a way to take whoever is willing to come and produce a great level of football that we've seen, obviously tonight and in years past? I think he deserves the tip of the cap, right?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, 100%. And Hack, I agree. I think it's both. I don't you need the portal. Like Salt Lake, what's the state of Utah produce? Maybe a half dozen Division I kids a year. Then you're either going to go west to California, you're going to go south to Texas. So you need the portal, but he is getting the most out of players and he does develop and culture. So we're going to overwhelm a lot of these, a lot of that gap with just grit and as our producer calls it, BMG
And-
or BGM, biker gang mentality. That's it. And like we're just gonna beating ass is a great quotient to a lot of situations if you can just put your head down.
The other thing too, George, is I think there's some allure to like Salt Lake. And Trevor, I think you've been to Salt Lake, obviously, correct? At some point in time. I've been to Salt Lake for a period of time. It kind of like I grew up East Coast, like never really saw much of that stuff. When you get to Salt Lake, it's a nice area, nice city, great,
So cool.
like cool, like really super
Yeah.
cool. Like I think it's one of those
Stadium
things where if
against
he gets
mountains.
if he gets a kid to come to campus, it's a pretty easy thing to sell. So I think it's just one of those things of like overcoming the fact that you're kind of sandwiched in the middle, and
Yeah.
if you can trick a couple guys, hey, hey, this is actually with the right mentality, this is actually pretty cool place to go to school, pretty cool place to play. And to your point, I think that biker gang mentality is awesome. And if you recruit the right kids with the right makeup, you got a recipe for success there.
Utah, and I'm checking right now with our producer. This was Utah's third opponent, ranked in the top 7 already this year, and they've had a tough go of it with Florida and UCLA, and now they do get the Trojans. They split the city of Los Angeles. Utah tonight in a final, big balls tonight by Coach Willingham, 43-42. What now happens to the Pac-12? Is it already over? We're not even close to Halloween. Is it already over for the Pac-12's chances? Here we go now to the heavyweight championship. And that's all respect to UCLA. I know we keep saying that. But for the Bruins to come from such an outside lane, and they still have a tough run here coming down the backstretch in November.
We're dropping our merch.
We got to start calling Underwood Daddy Brad.
But I'm a big pod guy.
Breaking news. The Field of 68 has an online store, and it's your one-stop shop for the latest and greatest merch in college basketball and college football. You can find shirts to support your favorite team, make fun of your rival team, or boast Field of 68 catchphrases like Daddy Brad, Cussin' and Discussin', and the Star Heels. Go to www.fieldof68.shop today and enter promo code TOUCHDOWN for 20% off at checkout.